Merry Christmas, motherfucker. Okay, it's Christmas Eve, as some of you might have guessed, and I've just had a conversation with my bank. For some time now, well, for the last few days, I've been trying to purchase something on the internet, just some CDs, and each time I enter my card details, it says that I've entered them incorrectly, which I haven't been. I've got the card there, I know that it's right. Then I got a message from my bank saying, can you phone us back? Oh, by the way, we're the security branch. So I've done that today, and I know it's Christmas Eve, but I was put on hold for a very long time. And it was about half an hour, and it's not so much the time I grudge, because it is Christmas Eve, it's going to be busy. It's the fact that they insist on playing you awful twinkly music, and it wasn't even the repetitive sort. It's that they try to vary it up as if that's going to make it better. Well, you didn't like this piece of shit, piece of fucking music. Here's a different piece that sounds almost exactly as awful. I found that just patronising. If you're going to give us shit music, give us the same shit music over and over. Then perhaps our brain can siphon it out. But no, they played all that all the while. Why do they use music? Why is it always electronic shit? They could. Oh, it's probably something to do with licensing, but I would just rather they played us, even if it's an old song, like from 30, so it's out of licensing, just so it's actual music. It'd be even better if they had a DJ on there, sort of like a hospital radio. Yeah, you could have. Yeah, I'd do it. Sort of. Okay, if you didn't enjoy that tune, we've got something coming up. This is dedicated to Mary Waithmore, who's I think has been on hold for 5 minutes. This one's for you, love. Just telling you to hang on in there, and then play an inspiring tune. But no, apparently that's not on, as I got the twinkly shit music. Oh well, beggars can't be choosers, eh? So eventually I got through to somebody, and quoted the reference number, everything that I've been told to phone back with, and was told that they're there to investigate anything which looks a bit wrong on the card. And it looks like I've been a victim, on Christmas Eve I found this out, of identity theft. Someone's taken my name and debit card number and the little code on the back, and has used that. And the bank sussed this out by looking at my recent transactions and finding an anomaly there, something which looks a bit wrong. And it looks like this person has gotten my details, used my account to go on the internet and use the number, and has paid 75p from my account. So, yeah, the bank saw that and thought, 75p? Ian's not that big a spender. So yeah, they phoned me up and told me that 75p has been spent by my card to an American company. Now, when they told me this, I thought, well, perhaps it is me. I don't know. I've got standing orders. I don't know if they need to take 75p. And so they said, well, I'll just tell you the company. It's an American company. Called, I can't remember what it is, but it was something like AC Johnson. AC Johnson. And did you remember any dealings with them? I didn't, so I said no. Seemed sensible at the time. And immediately she said, okay, well, we'll take that as a fraudulent thing then, and we'll cancel your card. Whoa! Hang on, can we just discuss this for a minute? I can't remember dealing with anyone called AC Johnson. That isn't to say it's definitely not me. It might have been me. But now I've had time to think of it, I really don't recall dealing with any American companies, let alone one called something like AC Johnson, so it probably is fraudulent. It was just the suddenness of it. Right, okay, you have been a victim of that crime. We're going to stop your card. Oh, Jesus. Apparently that happened on the actual transaction for my 75p. Happened on the 18th of December. We're now obviously on the 24th, Christmas Eve. And so when that went through, luckily, my 75p has not been withdrawn, because they saw that, thought aye, and stopped my card from working on the internet, which is why when I tried to get my CDs, it kept saying I've entered the wrong information, but because they've stopped all internet transactions with my card. So luckily, my 75p is safe. And they said, right, we saw that, and we stopped your card on the 18th from being used on the internet. So they stopped my card from being used from the 18th of December, and we're now on the 24th. Well, thanks for the heads up there. Been trying to buy CDs for the same CD for 4 days now, and kept thinking I'm going to have to go to the bank and sort it out. In fact, it's the bank's fault because they didn't tell me. They stopped my card from being able to be used. Brilliant. Oh, but luckily it's all stopped. Actually, now I think about it, I think perhaps more than 75p has gone missing from my account. Because before the big payday before Christmas, I'd been very careful not to spend too much because I get charged for going into an overdraft, which technically doesn't exist. So I was careful not to spend more than I had. However, before the big payday, I looked and apparently I was around £120 in debt. So I thought at the time perhaps I just wasn't paying enough attention. Now I'm thinking that's more to do with the guy who's got dealings with AC Johnson and whatever than it has to do with me. So already I've got stuff to look forward to after Christmas. Dealings with the bank. Merry Christmas. Oh, it's my dad, by the way, with Chris Tarrant from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Yeah, that's a story for another time. Ta-ra.